Today is Sunday, September 17, and I have officially begun doing the engine repair on Hakuna Matata. And it starts with good friends. If it weren't for good friends, we'd be in a little bit of a pickle right now. So right now I'm at my good friend Rich's property. He's got this fabulous concrete slab and a big old metal building that I'm standing in right now. And this gives me the perfect place to do the work on the bus because I got to be on concrete and it's pretty level. It slopes down that way a little bit. I've got blocks under the rear wheels. We're still living in Hakuna Matata because our house is still rented until June of 24. So technically we were supposed to be traveling all over the country the rest of the year, but fate had its way with us. So we're here. We moved here yesterday, and first thing we did is we got our electricity set up. We're still running on solar, but we got our backup 120 volt plugged in here. I'm not really using it right now because we got plenty of sun. Barbara's keeping cool in the AC. I've got all of my small hand tools with me. I got some more stuff in our storage unit. But the first order of operation is we need a gantry crane to take the engine out. Because right now the direction we're going is we're going to pull the engine out and just rebuild the engine. So far, everybody I've talked to about the cam bearings on these Mercedes Detroit engines is the bearings are called semi-finished, where the inside diameters are not the size. And you install the bearings, and then you bore the bearings out while they're in the block to fit the cam. So our cam might be damaged, so we might have to send the cam out for grinding. So the cam will be a smaller size, and then we're gonna, bore the bearings out to fit the cam. And all the machine shops I've spoke with will not entertain the idea unless you bring them the bare block. So that means take the whole thing apart. So I got a gantry crane I bought. It's a Northern Tool 1-ton gantry crane. And all of the gantry cranes that I could find, none of them were wide enough to span the vehicle, which is kind of chintzy. Well, I say all. The ones that I could find, it was like $3,000 to buy one. And I've been looking on eBay and Marketplace for about 6 months now, 8 months, and no success. So we just bought the new one, knowing it wasn't wide enough. And another good friend of mine who's got a welding shop gave me this I-beam so I could replace the original I-beam that came with the gantry crane, and this is 10 feet long and it'll span. So kudos to good friends. The reason why we're panting heavy, other than being old, is I just got done drilling 16 half-inch holes in 1/4-inch steel, 8 here and 8 at the other end, and that was quite a doing. But now we're going to get the pieces that bolt to this. These are the verticals. It's upside down the way it's sitting right now, and figure out how we're going to bolt this thing together. And this thing weighs about 150 pounds. It's too heavy for me to lift, so I'm gonna have to come up with something to stand this thing upright before I start to assemble it. And that's the place where I'm gonna do the assembly. So, okay, look at there. We got the whole gantry fully assembled. And now we're getting ready to stand it up using this ladder that Rich has got. Got a bar across the top rungs. And, well, I got it. I had to extend this ladder up a little higher. I actually didn't have to go as high as I did, but it's up in the air right now. The wheels are up in there. I gotta just lower it down and we're done. We're done with getting it stood up. I still have to put the mechanisms on that leveling stuff and tighten some more bolts down there by the wheels. But we got it. Wow, that was kind of a big deal.